proclaim silence.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. By the orders of the most worshipful Corey D. Shackelford Sr., Grand Master of Masons in the state of Georgia, I command that all persons present preserve silence and obey order and decorum during the ceremonies about to take place.
Right Worshipful Grand Senior Warden. It has been the custom of the ancient honorable craft of free and accepted Masons from time immemorial, upon due invitation, to assemble the craft for the appropriate ceremonies of laying the foundation stones of the public's Mason edifices and monuments. Having accepted this invitation to lay this cornerstone, we have assembled for that purpose. It is now my orders that each brother present will lend his assistance and attention to the work. This you will communicate to the Right Worshipful Grand Junior Warden, and he to the brothers present, that this cornerstone may be laid in ample form.
Right Worshipful Grand Junior Warden. It is the orders of the most worshipful Corey D. Shackelford Sr., the Grand Master of Masons in the state of Georgia, that the cornerstone of this building be now laid in due and ancient form. This you will communicate to the brethren present, and having due notice thereof, they may govern themselves accordingly.
Brothers, most worshipful Corey D. Shackelford Sr., Grand Master of Masons in the state of Georgia, will now cause to be tested and tried the cornerstone of this building, and proceed to lay the same according to ancient craft usages and in ample form. Take due notice thereof, and govern yourselves accordingly.
Let no man enter upon any great or important undertaking without first imploring the blessings of the deity.
Almighty God, giver and sustainer of all life, we thank you for this day. We come asking for your blessings on this cornerstone day. Bless all those that are present and all the undertakings thereof. It's in your holy and righteous name we do pray. Amen.
So Lord it be.
Right Worshipful Grand Treasurer. It has been the custom of the craft, as occasions such as the present, that a deposit be made beneath the cornerstone to serve as a memorial of the time period in which it has been laid. Has such a deposit been prepared?
It has, most worshipful Grand Master, and the various articles composing the deposit are here, safely enclosed.
Thank you. Right Worshipful Grand Secretary, please read the list of articles to be deposited, that all present may be made aware.
The articles are the Atlanta Journal-Constitution from October 17, 2020. The articles of the Grand Lodge Constitution, a picture of the Grand Lodge and Grand Chapter, current issue of Ebony Magazine, a program of the 150th commemoration ceremony, and Lodge and Chapter Sorrow Memorial Tribute. These are the articles.
Most Worshipful Grand Treasurer, please now deposit these articles beneath the cornerstone, and may the supreme architect of the universe grant that ages pass away, ere that they shall be seen of men again.
Most Worshipful Grand Master, I present to you the working tools of operative masonry, which are considered by our craft to be the most valued jewels of the lodge, symbols of important truth, and teaching lessons of wisdom and morality.
Right Worshipful Grand Marshal, please now deliver the implements of the craft to their proper officers. Almighty and eternal God, from whom all things are made, grant that whatever shall be made upon this stone shall be done to the honor and to the glory of thy name, to which be praised forevermore. Amen. So mote it be. Right Worshipful Deputy Grand Master, what is the jewel of your office?
The square, Most Worshipful Grand Master.
And what is its moral and Masonic uses?
The square our action, by the square of virtue, and to prove our work.
You will now take this square and apply it to the portions of the cornerstone which should be square, and return with your report.
Most Worshipful Grand Master, I have obeyed your order to confirm the cornerstone to be square. The practice of the form that be.
Thank you. Right Worshipful Grand Senior Warden, what is the jewel of your office?
The level, Most Worshipful Grand Master,
And what is its moral and Masonic uses?
morally is an emblem of equality, and its use is to prove horizontal.
You will now take the level and apply it to the portions of the cornerstone which should be leveled, and return with your report.
Most worshipful Grand Master, I have obeyed your order and find the cornerstone to be level. The craftsmen have performed their duty.
Thank you.
Right worshipful Grand Junior Warden. What is the jewel of your office?
The plum, most worshipful Grand Master.
And what is its moral and Masonic use?
Morally, it is an emblem of rectitude of life, and its use is to try perpendicular.
You will now take the plum and you will apply it to the portions of the cornerstone which should be plum and return with your report.
Most worshipful Grand Master, I have obeyed your order and find the cornerstone to be plum. The craftsmen have performed their duty.
To the glory of God, the everlasting Father and the supreme architect of the universe. This cornerstone hasn't been duly tested by the ancient usages of Freemasonry. I now declare it to be well-founded, true and trusty, and laid in ample form. The ceremonies of consecration will now commence.
This corn and scattered as a symbol of plenty. May the blessings of bounteous heaven shall rain around upon this land. May the hearts of the people be inspired with virtue, wisdom, and integrity. Amen.
I pour this wine as a symbol of refreshment and gladness. May the giver of all good refresh the craftsman, prosper our government, preserve the union of states, and may the Masonic fraternity continue to be a bond of friendship and brotherly love throughout all time. Amen.
I pour this oil as an emblem of peace and joy. May the blessings of heaven descend upon this and all good works. And may the craft continue to pour the oil of joy upon the hearts of the widow, the fatherless, and the distressed, until sorrow and distress shall be no more. Amen.
May the supreme architect of the universe continue to guard and bless this place and prosper all the laudable works of the inhabitants thereof. May he continue to guard the craftsmen employed in this building from all harm and bring them into all good. And may this country continue into peace and prosperity for all generations to come. Amen. So mote it be. Brother Master Architect, I, having thus as Grand Master of Masons, laid this cornerstone in ample form, I now return to you the implements of operative masonry for your continued work. And at the same time, with the fullest and strictest confidence that this building will continue to rise in order, harmony, and beauty. To your credit, and to the satisfaction of those who entrusted you with the work. For the Grand Marshal, please make a proclamation that this cornerstone has been laid agreeably to the ancient usages of Freemasonry and in ample form.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. By the orders of the most worshipful Corey D. Shackelford Sr., Grand Master of Masons in the state of Georgia, I proclaim that this cornerstone has been laid agreeably to the ancient uses of ancient craft masonry and in ample form.
At this time, we will now give the grand honors. This concludes our ceremony. We will now return this portion back over to the mistress and the master of ceremony.
Let's give them another round of applause. I told y'all it's the most work I ever did since this pandemic started. Congratulations to the Cornerstone team as well as their advisors for doing